Hello, my name is Kevin, and as an animal lover, we'll be exposed to probably one of the worst YouTubers in this topic. Specifically, a YouTuber I've been watching for a while called Luke Goldies. And as you can expect from the name of his channel, his video is about his goldfishes. He has about 326 subscribers, so a lesser known and smaller channel, but he does have some pretty popular fishes, that being Lil Dumpy, Giga Chad, Tubby Toby, Jigglypuff, Painter that got rejected from school, my personal favorite, Mr. Clean. Now I know what you're thinking. What did he just do for him to deserve this exposed video? Well, it goes deeper than just one controversial video. His whole channel is controversial. With years of him getting away with it, there's only a matter of time where it will finally catch up to him. And that day is today, where we will be looking at all the despicable things he's been doing to his fishes. And believe it or not, it's been happening all the way back since when he first started on just his second video.
Alrighty, so before we get into the video, I just wanted to let you guys know that I was talking to Big John here just a couple hours ago, and he told me that he wanted you to smash the like button and subscribe. It wasn't me, it was Big John.
Uh-oh, someone is lying. Luke, Big John is not Nemo. He's not a talking fish. You're really gonna believe he's the one who said it? It was obviously the lemonhead behind him who said it. And it appears that Luke is teaching his fish how to do handstands. Like, buddy, you can't do handstands. Your fins are too small. Then, not so long after, on another video, he's over here giving a fish a fresh new fade.
Dude, holy smokes, dude. My cut is insane. Shout out to my barber, dog.
And he wasn't satisfied after one clean cut. He does it 2 more times with Mr. Clean and Jigglypuff. Another major problem I have is that he's a goldfish breeder. He's over here bothering and taking away the fish in the middle of them trying to eat. After he fish naps them, he puts the poor male fish submerged in a bucket full of water and squeezes him to release his milk. And all the while he's doing it, he not once let the poor fish out of the bucket for him to breathe air. The poor fish is drowning. After that, he grabs a female fish to also squeeze out the eggs out of her, while drowning of course, and spawns a huge batch of baby goldfish. Oh man, that's a lot of fish. I wonder what he'll do with them. After Luke gives a 5-star review for the brine shrimp, he feeds them the brine shrimp he made for them. Like a lot. Almost too much. Like 24/7. And then it hits me. The goldfish he owns look chunky, or what he calls them. Luke Goldies overfeeds his fish. He leaves food in the tank all the time for the babies to quickly grow and get fat. So instead of his goldfish looking like this, they instead look like this, which really shows how much he overfeeds them, making them look like nuggets, and he has the McDonald's 10-piece chicken nuggets by how many he has. Also, for some reason they have one growing out in 2. I'm not really sure why, but I'm not gonna bother looking for the answer because I'm a very busy man. Then once the fishes come to a specific age, he then proceeds to body shame them.
Oh, you're quite an ugly Ranchu. I might give you away for free. You're very ugly. He has no wen growth, he has a bad back, and his mouth is crooked. He's like the holy trinity of bad quality fish.
It's pretty despicable to be quite frank. Like, why are you calling these ugly fishes ugly? Like, come on, you're gonna hurt your fins in the long run. That is, if most of these fishes have a long run, because whenever Luke is thirsty, he just scoops the one he calls ugly and makes some baby goldfish iced tea. That's right! Luke Goldies drinks some baby goldfish iced tea when he's thirsty. His excuse is that he doesn't have enough room to keep hundreds of goldfish. Like, how are you gonna be a goldfish breeder and not have at least 100 tanks available? Yeah, I'm onto you, Luke. The most lucky ones, I guess you can say, are put in bags that just barely fill with water and blue food coloring for the fish to think he's in the ocean again. He puts more air in a bag than water just for the aesthetic reason to make it look like a balloon. What you're actually supposed to do is fill the whole bag with water so they have more room to swim, and it's okay because fish breathe water. It's what Steve Jobs told me. And lastly, he spins the bag, spinning the fish, making him dizzy. Investigating Luke for this video, I think he got Alzheimer's.
All this stuff here, and I'm gonna talk about it while I'm lying on the ground because there's no other way to have it in the camera frame with me. I'm not gonna put it on the shelf. I don't know, crack the shelf. So here I am lying on the ground. It's toxic in very, very high quantities. Why am I lying on the ground? I don't know.
Luke Goldies then uses some witchcraft to make turning character goldfish impossible unless you buy his merchandise, and that includes working out. When he's not shipping goldfish, he is receiving them from another goldfish breeder, and every time Luke drops the boxes accidentally. Every time he drops them, I exit out the video, refusing to watch a second more in those videos. But I'm sure I missed nothing important. He also makes clickbait videos like this one, how to pick up chicks, with a woman in a thumbnail, and if you're watching that video, you'll see something completely different. Yep, it's exactly what you're thinking. He never picks up the baby chicks in the video. Luke also doesn't mess with Tubby Toby, or he gives him a bath in the washing machine because he accidentally signed his name in the side of his body with permanent marker. There was this one incident where someone left a mean comment about Tubby Toby, and Luke and his employee were able to track down this guy's house and committing vandalism to the victim's house.
These people said that betta fish were better than goldfish. Oh! People stole my goldfish.
Luke will later come back with a whole bulldozer and destroy this man's house and livelihood, and he got away with it.
They said my goldfish were ugly. You don't ever say that about my goldfish again.
He also had personal issues with a whole different fish species. Luke Goldies only likes goldfish. Very original. So for some context, Luke is very bad at keeping algae off his tanks, that they end up looking like grass from outside your house. Like, sure buddy, like any fish keeper will like this in their tank. And when he does try to remove them with his blade, you can see that his fish are living in such poor conditions that they try to make themselves into fillets. As you can see, Mr. Clean trying to take advantage of ending it right there, but just barely being stopped from doing so. So by then, he was trying to find another way on how to safely remove this algae from the tank. And I said the obvious answer to him. Plecos! Because they eat all the algae from the tank. So they're like lawnmowers, at least what I read from Wikipedia. But Luke was fuming from this answer because he only likes goldfishes. So he went on a 5-minute rant on why platypus are the worst creatures to ever be created into this world. He was saying they're ugly, that they do a poor job of keeping the tank clean, and he's only half right. They are pretty ugly. Then, as if this hateful rant existing wasn't already bad enough, he later rants about fish eggs and how he's calling us out because we rightfully got mad at him for letting his goldfish eat their own children.
And they'll be like, oh no! Oh no, they're eating the babies! And they're like, don't take their eggs and eat their babies. And they're like, you're letting the goldfish eat their own babies? And like some people are like actually getting mad. They're saying like, that's not right, that's not okay. And I'm like,
well, I guess technically they're eggs, but eggs and children are pretty much the same thing. There's no such thing as an empty egg. An egg will one day, in fact, turn into a baby. I don't know why I even have to explain this. That's why you never see a chicken eating their own eggs, because it would be cannibalism.
I don't want to see any comments like, oh, you're eating the little baby chickies. No, I'm not. If I didn't eat them, either the chickens would eat them or a fungus or something else would eat them. It's a waste. If I didn't eat the baby chicken, if I didn't eat the egg.
There we go. He slipped up and told the truth that he was eating baby chicken. Luke, this is not looking good for you when you do make a response on this exposed video.
Bubba and Brad are sleeping. Don't make any noise. Oh, I think they're waking up now. Sorry. No time to rest, buddies. We gotta make YouTube videos.
As you can see, he doesn't let his fish take a nap at 2 in the afternoon. Such a despicable thing to do. In this video, he was talking about the comparison between water conditioner and changing out the water from your tank that we'll go over in just a moment. But just know that Luke's acknowledgement in this conversation is very bad and misinformation that is definitely not taken out of context.
This and say, oh look, removes chlorine, chloramine, and ammonia. Detoxifies nitrite and nitrate. What? Takes out the ammonia, takes out the nitrite, takes out the nitrate. Forget your filter. This is your new filter, right?
So as we can see here, he has this false idea that water conditioner is able to get rid of all these toxins, which doesn't. It only temporarily detoxifies it for a specific period of time. I was mad listening to this. I skipped 20 seconds to speed through the video, but I'm sure I haven't missed anything important.
This is what they don't want you to see, okay? You peel this back, and it has the directions in Spanish. No, I'm joking.
Luke clearly doesn't know what else to say in this video, so he tried to start up anything for a quick click.
But once that temporary's up, you're gonna be freaking out with your fish dead.
That will be your fish if you follow his advice. I skipped the video for the most part, but I don't think I missed anything worth of your guys' time. So follow my advice instead. Do water changes, no conditioner needed. Not like tap water has chlorine in it anyways.
However, again, if you copy my exact thing and all your fish die, that's on you, okay? Do your own research, take your own risks. I'm taking my own risks. I'm just showing them.
Now Luke wants to all of a sudden advocate for me to do my own research. For you showing how to treat fish and me copying, and if my fish does dies, that's 100% on you. Because I don't like being wrong. So I'm gonna blame you and you should face the consequence. Do my own research? Yeah, right. What do I look like? A news reporter? In this video, he didn't like the sushi that he bought, so he decided to just separate it and just eat the avocado. Talk about a waste, but instead of throwing the food away, he decided to not waste the food, so he fed the salmon and tuna to the goldfishes. And if you don't know, this is straight up cannibalism because they're both fish, so they're from the same species. You don't see snakes eating other snakes because they know they're mammals. This was kind of difficult to watch, and seeing fish eat other fish like as if this is a normal thing, and also difficult to watch because I dropped my headphones earlier, so I watched this without sound, but I know this video had no educational value to it. It's just him feeding sushi to fish. In this story time, he told a story on the reason they're now outside in the tub with their friends, and it's because they wanted to breed, but they were far too aggressive. So now they'll be banished and stuck in this very small 55-gallon tank with no SpongeBob decorations to have fun. Another example of abuse that we're witnessing. Just look at this thumbnail. Yeah, one minute he's all innocent taking care of his fish, and the next he eats her. In this video he steals her eggs and watches his eggs. Like, who does that? Don't you want that extra flavor like poop? But I digress. Look how much seasoning he adds. It's giving me worthless criticism. He tries to add cheese in his omelet, and look what he does. He puts 1.5 and that other half he puts it back. I'm sure he ruined someone's day with that and must use that half piece of cheese or they will go to jail.
Here we go. We got our omelet. It looks decent. It's a good omelet. I'm not a cook. I'm not a boxer. I'm not a fighter. I never claimed to be one. It looked pretty good, you know? Visually appealing, I think. Visually appealing to me. I don't know about you guys. I don't really care. No, I'm joking.
That's pretty good. It's not amazing. I want to say thank you to our sponsor. Sponsor, come over here. This is our spot.
So yeah, he never ate the chicken in this video, but I'm pretty sure he ate her right after this. There's this bizarre series he does in his channel that is called Pea Wars, where he has more than one fish in the tank and he makes them fight for the pea and see who wins it. Pretty much exactly the same as chicken fighting. He even had to put violent in the title because it really is what it says it is. Let me show you, but just be warned, it could be a little unsettling and graphic.
My this that was my
So yeah, I don't mean to traumatize you, but this is one of the reasons why I think he's the worst fish keeper. If that didn't make you mad yet, then let me tell you, he got rewarded for all of his crimes and got given the 100k subscriber button. I started my channel before him. Where's my 100k play button, YouTube? Why did he got it first? Oh yeah, that's right. I don't even have 100,000 subscribers.
I'm gonna put you in a dark box for 2 days.
I got no food for you. Sorry, little buddy. Sorry. You don't even know what you're trying to eat.
Man, my goldfish are being just a little extra dumb today. I don't even know if you've eaten a single piece of broccoli yet, Mr. Cow. I think you're just going around eating water.
So Topher 2.0, I accidentally sold Topher 1.0.
Also guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. Just do it now. I swear it'll be the best decision you make the rest of your life, really.
Son, you're about to feel the full force of a star. It'll kill you.
Oh, don't look into the sun, guys. It's a party today. Rise up. It brings up water with it too. You'll notice. Get out of there, Brad. Hey guys, welcome back to Luke's Goldies. So in this video, we're gonna rate. Whoa. You better like and subscribe. You should do that. It's beneficial for your soul. I don't have a source on that, but I can guarantee it. It's like throwing a little baby in a gym and expecting them to lift some heavy weights. Constantly removing a large volume. Whoa, I just scared my fish.
These methylene blue salt baths,
So, Maurice. Whoa! That's little Topher right there. Little Topher 2.0. Don't ask about what happened to Topher 1.0. How is that, buddy? Yeah. Are you even eating anything right now?
But we got tubes. Hell yeah. All right, heck yeah. Kids show, kids show.
Okay, today we're going to be checking Mr. Cow's poop. There's a lot of different diseases, there's a lot of different treatment methods, and there's all kinds of information out there. But the most important thing I can tell you guys is to like and subscribe. I want you to come back here in a few days and let everyone else know how watching little Jenny run around has impacted your life.
I look like Abe Lincoln. Give me a top hat and I'll go win the Civil War. Now I look like the kind of person you avoid. Would you look at that? I look like the fastest gun in the West. Imagine if I went to school like this, guys. I think it's pretty clear that I'm not an experienced shaver. Ow. You know what? I kind of like the stash. I kind of look like Mario. Well, that just looks bad. That looks, I don't know. Full thing's coming off now.
When a goldfish eats, it poops. I think that's pretty... I think everyone knows that. I hope everyone knows that. Miss Margaret is a beautiful, sweet fish. She gives everyone kisses, whether they like it or not. A questionable activity, but that's her. Hey everybody, welcome back to Luke's Goldies. Oh, my bad, my mistake. I'm supposed to show someone attractive right when I start the video to catch the viewer's attention. Let me redo that. Oh yeah, hey guys, that was just a joke. You are a very attractive little goldfish. Just not as much as your owner, I'm sorry, I gotta say. I am planning on removing that big hang-on back filter for a couple reasons. One, Clarence just doesn't like it. No, I'm joking.
Bubba ate more than he's eaten in the last year. No, I'm joking. That would kill him.
Now that all the videos are taken care of, now we move over to the shorts. Now, at first, I thought making this video would be easy and lazy, so I can get some views on exposing someone who was just trying to start up a goldfish business. But then I realized he made about 3,000 shorts. Clearly, Luke didn't want to be exposed, so he made sure to post 8 times a day, and figuring nobody will put in the effort to uncover all of them. Well, luckily for me, I'm not some guy trying to make an easy and lazy video, trying to get some views, nor would I ever say that. So let's begin. What other horrific crimes he did to these poor guppies?
So those fish are all dead right now. Goldfish are freshwater fish, and she released them into the ocean. And goldfish are freshwater. You know what happens when you put a goldfish in ocean level salt water? Their gills basically get fried up and they die a horrible death. You didn't rescue them. You killed them. Painfully.
Wrong, the goldfish survives because they can handle salt. Like how you give a goldfish a salt bath, so there.
They're extremely invasive. You do not release goldfish into the wild.
No, they're not. Every freshwater could live in any freshwater rivers or ponds, as they choose to. So checkmate, hypocrite.
And by rescuing them, you're literally giving money to the business that you had to rescue them from. You're financially supporting
the bad practice.
Okay, he got me there. In his next short, he collects teeth that came from his goldfish. Like, yeah, sure, man. Like, what's the possibility that any fish could have any teeth? Clearly, these teeth belong from something I don't even want to know, and collects them all like a psychopath. So I'll make sure to board my door after releasing this video.
One of the things I dislike the most about the fish keeping and aquarium community is that sometimes these people have like no chill. But you don't have to be so mean about it. It really turns people off from the hobby and off from the community. We should start by educating. We should be open and nice. Leave aggressiveness. Just don't be aggressive. You don't need it.
Well, clearly he made this video so he can do whatever he likes, and so no one can call him out. Well, it's not gonna work. Oh yeah, and that tank is too small for your fishes. You stupid.
Before you watch this video, guess in the comments which fish is gonna come to my hand first. Is it gonna be Mr. Cow? Is it gonna be Miss Tiger? Or is it gonna be Mr. Orange?
Is it Mr. Orange?
No cheating. Oh, it's the cow.
No!
Who's cuter? Big Bubba. I'm feeling like the sentiment is shifting to Mr. Cow.
I like them both, and how dare you try to make me choose one?
Feeding them by hand is gonna really make them trust you more and be a lot more friendly with you.
Wrong. You're supposed to pet them like a dog. That's how they trust and become friendly with you. In the next video, he's pooping his fishes. Like I didn't just said in his last short that you can't pet your fish because they have a slime coat. Such an experienced goldfish keeping I'm witnessing right now.
Well, hiya there, little buddy. I think I'm gonna name you Jimmy.
Then he found a worm named Jimmy who was minding his own business and took him by his finger. Then he showed him his new friend to his fishes and they ate him. And in this short we see his fish eating sand because he leaves such little food for these poor nuggets. And he gives one small broccoli to his tank full of many fish. And the food is frozen. He really doesn't want them to eat anything. If only they had teeth. He sometimes feeds fishes these weird green stuff that looks like algae, but I'm pretty sure it's booger. And again, feeds them food that's behind ice. Now he's feeding shrimp to the goldfish, which is obvious cannibalism. So this guy can't feed them correct at all. When he does finally feeds them pellets, he poops them before doing so. And his fish have his bad behavior, as we see Joelle running away with the algae and not sharing with her friends. And can we talk about for a second how many fishes there is in this tank? There's this short of him explaining why it's not a big problem, but I choose to be ignorant. I mean, he's so bad at keeping goldfish that Joelle got the cold, as we can see boogers sticking out. And I don't even think it's possible for a fish to catch a cold until the fish was owned by Luke. In this short, he tries to explain that he only owns goldfish because that's his favorite fish, or that it's hard to maintain different species at the same time. But the real reason is because it would be hard to maintain other fishes that are from an entirely different species all at the same time. So get exposed. You've probably seen these videos where he was able to record his fish while eating, and this was the first time he did this. And I gotta say, his goldfish are kind of slow. So I'm beginning to wonder if Luke may be slow himself. There's this one infamous time when Luke hired someone to mow his lawn hourly, but because she took so long, he decided to not pay her the hourly of $25 as promised, and made it a set price of $50 only. Poor Jenny had to work longer than her agreed payment. Karma would soon get him though, as he complained that one of his fish, Brad, was keep splashing water and staining the tank, which prompted Luke to buy some minutes to fight Brad. But unfortunately for him, he found out the hard way that fins are not just for swimming. Luke thinks he's Gojo trying to do purple. Oh wait, look at that. In this short, Luke tries to act surprised to see Mr. Cow bite Miss Tiger in the butt. But he probably thought this was okay because most likely Luke ate fish in front of them. And Mr. Cow took notice and now thinks cannibalism is okay. And then it happens again. As we can see now, Margaret got taught by Mr. Cow. So now he has two fishes that think it's okay to bite another fish in the butt. Now, this is going to be one of the only times in this video where I'll give Luke props, because after this, she did give a kiss to Clarence as an apology for stealing his pee. Or did she? Because the real reason on why she kissed him was to steal the pee that was in his mouth already. So you almost got me there, Luke. For thinking you improve on your character, thus your fish will be better themselves, but I was mistaken. So my mistake is thinking I was mistaken. However, this time when Luke fed peas to little Steve and Margaret was able to eat her pea easily since she isn't like little Steve, and little Steve had difficulty on eating his pea and ended up swimming away, saddened. And this time Margaret actually shows sympathy and decided to spit her pea, and they both swim away without eating a pea. Maybe Margaret decided to be nice because Luke did something nice that day. Maybe this time he didn't forget to feed the fishes and fed them for the first time in a month. I don't know. I got my eyes on you. For this one, he decided to go face naked and shave off his beard. Maybe because he lost a bet with Mr. Cow. I'm sure he won't get any comments about that.
Guys, I poured a cup of coffee in the fish tank this morning, and the fish have been crazy ever since. Look how fast they're swimming. They're swimming so fast, the water is evaporating and the water level's going down.
Luke, just because you drink black coffee like a maniac doesn't mean you should share it with your fish now. Now they're gonna be addicted to coffee and ask for Starbucks frappe in this economy. It'll be impossible to maintain such high costs. In this short, once again, one of his fishes named Miss Tiger stole the cucumber from Joelle straight from the mouth, just when she was trying to suck it right up. Look how mad Joelle gets. Luke, fishes are all thieves and selfish. This short, we can see how little maintenance he does to his poor tanks. As a fish owner for negative 56 days, I can see that there is no beneficial reason on your tank being this dirty. Do better, please, or just send me all your fishes in 56 days. We're finally at Luke's most famous video when Clarence was trying to go vegetarian and eats more than he can chew. We see here Luke grab a pair of tweezers and pulls it out himself. You might be asking, why are you mad that he used a pair of tweezers to take out a piece of plant? Well, it's because the right way to solve this was to have taken him to the vet and pay $1,000 to get removed by a veterinarian. Anyone who does doesn't have $1,000 sitting around for emergencies like this should not own goldfish and solve these kind of problems themselves. And the cherry on top, he uses this clip for his intro. Truly despicable.
They'll only love you if you give them food.
But what if you put Bubba in the salt water from the ocean? In short, no more Bubba.
Everybody say hi to little Margaret. She's a beautiful fish. Here we go again. Mr. Cow and Mr. Orange are chasing around little Miss Tiger. Feed them. Well, you're not seeing the whole story yet. So you want to buy a cow. You want to buy a chunky little cow. But you don't have a big pasture. You don't have enough grass. What do? You buy a cow in fish form. That is one nice chicken. You can have a vegan goldfish. And the answer to that is no. Mr. Cow is bloodthirsty. Sorry, Bubba, you're too slow. Oh, you want some food? Here you are.
Just put the blame on Bubba and said, Bubba called you trash.
It's not me that's not showing Brad love. It's Brad that's not showing me any love. All right? I actually bred Brad from an egg. I didn't even breed Bubba, and Bubba likes me more than Brad. He told me after this video it was absolutely delicious. But he had a couple complaints. He said it was a little hard to get with Clarence pushing it all the way in the corner. You don't mess with Clarence and Frankie and walk away unharmed.
Big Bubba update. He's still in prison. There's all this vaporized, chicken poop dust. I breathed a lot of it in. Probably shouldn't have. Did not taste or smell good.
That's a good boy. There you go. See? You're taking big boy bites now. If you want to grow big and strong and have a big brain like Clarence, you gotta eat your greens.
Mr. Cow update. He's good. He's still a chicken nugget with fins.
Good boy. Good boy. You're getting nothing. Oh, hey, Joel. Oh, how you doing? Don't run away from me. I bred you.
It's like a cow and a goat. They're very different animals. Everyone's trying to figure out who the sixth villain is in the Sinister Six. And I'm pretty sure it's obvious. It's Bubba. How do I discipline him? I could do fish jail. Might be a little harsh. No shrimp for a week. Or I could just give him a slap on the fins. I don't know. We got gel food for the goldfish. Mr. Cow, always number one. Always get into the food first. Who are these two beautiful goldfish? On a 4-leaf clover. Apparently these things are super rare. Only 1 in every 10,000 clovers will have 4 leaves on it. Jenny, how'd you get here? She got a big bite right off the bat. She was probably the most efficient eater in this little feeding here. Then we got Vincent. Not the most efficient eater. Then we got Joelle here. Joelle was trying to get the food. I was trying to assist her and dumping it right in front of her face. Unfortunately, I missed. Got a little bit to the right. And then we got Maurice over here. Maurice is just blowing bubbles. He's just having a good time. I'll probably be the only person in the world with a whole container full of goldfish teeth. Hey everyone, my name is Jimmy. When I grow up, I want to...
Sand.
And those that seek success will be successful. But those that eat bubbles in the corner of the tank will get nothing. Like little Joelle over here.
Pee. Oh. Pee. Bread. No. Bread.
Does my goldfish have boogers?
Bread. Bread. You son of a fish. Pee. Oh my God. Pee.
Everybody loves a good poop. So sometimes people ask me, Luke, how do you get such a nice beard at only 20 years old? What do you do? Well, let me tell you. First you go buy a fish and you name him Mr. Cow.
They will lay eggs and go right over and eat those eggs right back up. Caviar, delicious.
Now what does it mean to groom a goldfish? I'm gonna be cutting their hair, their nails, make them look nice and pretty. She reminds me, when I first bought her, she reminded me of like a little log of poop. Oh, who's pushing me in the water now? Boo! One day, this thing's gonna be full of goldfish teeth.
Frizz Aquatics literally sent me enough water conditioner to condition the ocean and just throw my goldfish in there. Bubba did not bite the dust. He bit the cucumber. Oh. Another day is a cucumber in this lovely.
Oh, where is this pea? Where's the pea?
You're gonna have fish stew. The fish are gonna be dead. You're gonna shock them, and they're not gonna like that. They're still hyped up on the caffeine. Just kidding. No, don't put coffee in your fish tank. So the other day I made a video, and in the caption I called my goldfish a bunch of impatient fat little girls. And I think they might have seen it, because ever since then they've been swimming around like crazy. I think they're trying to burn some calories. I think they're trying to drop the pounds. Ooh. Don't worry, little cucumber. I'm not going to hurt you. Or am I? Her mother was Christine. I actually sold her mother. So I always get so many comments asking Luke, how do you keep that water so crystal clear, crystal clean? What? Not me low-key flexing my YouTube silver play button in the background. What? And you know who we got in the big fish tank? A special fish by the name of Big Bubba.
Hey, Jenny, look at this. Hey!
Where's Mr. Cow? We haven't seen Mr. Cow in a while. Mr. Cow is right here.
So in conclusion, we found out that Luke Goldies is by far the worst fish keeper on YouTube and should retire, and he should sell all of his goldfish to me, because clearly I know a lot more on this hobby than he ever will. Luke, if you're watching this, I'll make you a deal. Reserve the goldfish Pikachu for me to buy in the future, but if you don't, then I'll keep uploading more exposed videos on you. I hope you guys enjoyed the video on Luke, and keep in mind this is part 1 out of 5, and they'll be uploaded very soon, so subscribe so you don't miss it, and subscribe to my other channel and to my brother's channel, who has been a big help for this video. The links will be in the description, and follow my other socials for more content and updates. Comment down below on how this is the best video you ever saw, and I read and reply to all the comments as I appreciate them. Thank you so much for watching, it really means a lot to me, and I'll see you all very soon.